Alright. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, so we're going to hopefully not stumble all over the fucking place tonight. Because one thing, I thought this would get less awkward. It hasn't. That's not true. It has. It's just as I try to get fancier and do different shit, it gets more awkward. Like one of these times, I'm going to add weather effects, and then watch my bandwidth go all to hell. It's supposed to be, yeah. I mean, I'm paying for the extra shit. I might as well start using it. Yeah, no kidding. No kidding. I thought about that. I did. And it's still a possibility at some point. It just I would need to sit down for a significant amount of time to play with it first. Yes, yes. All of the classic BioWare PC games are getting console releases, and Steam has already released Neverwinter Nights Enhanced. Oh, that figures. I paid $5 for them from GOG.com. But I mean, $5. Come on, totally fucking worth it. I played Pool of Radiance Monday night online. I broadcast it, and I completely lost fucking track of time. All of a sudden, it was 11:30. Like, what the fuck happened? I sat down at 8. Okay, those had a good story, and that was easy to do. That was real easy to do. Yeah, Alan and I did that with Lord of the Rings Online when we first started playing it. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh god. Galaxies when we were doing the Death Watch bunker shit, we'd be in there till 2, 3 in the morning. This is true. And then there was a couple of the early third edition games we played, um, where we were at your place till 4:35 in the morning. It's like, oh shit, the sun's coming up. I need to get Andy home. He's got to be at work in 2 hours. Yeah, yeah. He had a rough couple of Saturdays with that. Okay, so to recap where you guys were, um, you had tracked the smugglers to this boat, and you've been beating the shit out of them. Sound about right? All right. So you just dropped a couple of smugglers in here. Um, yeah, you've completed this deck. You've done the bilge. I think the main and the upper decks are the only thing you haven't really checked fully yet. You shouldn't have, Scott. You were here because your icon's on the table. Really? I didn't realize you guys were that high. Okay. Yeah, you have not found a captain's cabin yet. Um, give me listen checks. R3 down below. The three of you, smart ass. That's actually a decent listen check for you. No, you know you couldn't. Okay, no, you really couldn't. But that's okay. I don't think a couple of the players could either. All right. Um, there's a soft thud against the hull of the ship and a creaking noise above you. You're here. Oops, that was a mistake. Thandrock there is standing in front of a stairwell up, a gangway up. Oh, and you liberated a group of people, including a couple people that actually knew how to sail a boat, and they've offered to get you where you need to go. There was a sea elf. You are remembering that correctly. Hello, kids that are back. It helps if you're looking at the right fucking part of the. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, something like smack the side of the boat briefly, and then you heard a little bit of creaking, and then it sounds like there's something on the deck above you. But especially you, Justin, you could tell it came from the deck above you somewhere about here. Um, you can't see what do you see on your screen? Oh, scroll down. Yeah, yeah. That's where you guys are. So he's hearing. Justin is hearing the thudding from over here. Yeah. Yeah. They go up. No, they actually go to right here. These go up to an upper deck you haven't been to yet. Okay. Something's on Xbox One. Yeah. Okay. You come up to this point, Justin, and looking toward the forepart of the ship, you see it has been boarded by a very large wolf, and I'll be damned if I can remember your race. And well, you probably can't tell it at this distance. There's a adult-sized figure and a very large wolf. The adult-sized figure is examining the bodies of the smugglers that you drop. The wolf is looking at you with fairly intelligent eyes. Ding. All right. Everyone should be able to control their own icons. Unlike the last time I attempted that and failed miserably. So at this point, everyone would be seeing. At this point, everyone would see each other. That's gone up. Not, not even close. Not even close. Oh, you're gonna make me remember that. Yeah, that works. Yeah, guess where I guess who I ge- yeah, exactly. Guess who I'm gonna ask the name of the fucking head of the lodge priests. Yeah, but do you remember what his title was? Yeah, exactly. He did, but I'll be damned if I can remember what it was. It went along things like the scythe being the feral priests and couldn't even tell you who played Kelseroth anymore. Did I? Yeah, I remember. That's what I thought. And this, I remember this. I had Scott Kondrak playing the scythe. All right. You're supposed to retrieve a an artifact from a Pomorian temple. Okay. Yeah, you haven't been to any of those doors. Um, although, although you can infer, well, you know that those stairs lead down to the bosun's cabin you were just in, and you can infer that these stairs led down to the cabin next to that you had the running fight through. Layla, relax. Better than a red-haired harpy. Hey, don't say the name. Don't say the name. You get me in trouble. You say the name. Yeah, every time someone says that name, we get a message on Facebook from a Facebook notification that she's done something. Pretty much. Okay, I have read what that door is, and I am prepared to assist you. All right. Bing, bing. Okay. You have obviously entered the galley. There is a crude metal stove, unlit, against the hull beneath the portal. And it adjusts. Shush! Shush, thank you. And an adjustable metal chimney, which can be placed through the porthole when it is opened. Beside the stove is an open metal bin containing sticks of wood, kindling, and besides this is a large wooden table. They have absolutely no fucking use of punctuation in this. Bolted firmly to the there's a large wooden table bolted firmly to the deck with a thick top crisscrossed with yeah. The table has a thick top crisscrossed with score marks. It also has a large drawer. Hanging from hooks set into the hull above the table are two iron frying pans, two saucepans, and a skillet. Set against the bulkhead opposite is a large cask which seems to be full of a clear liquid. Beside this stands a wooden cupboard. Against the bulkhead beside the door forward, which would be over here, over here, um, against the bulkhead beside the forward door is a wooden upright chair, while hanging from the center of the deck above is an unlit hooded lantern. Nope. No, no goblin chef. No kobold cookie. No elf pudding. Yes. All right. What the hell's the monster? Okay. Of course it's the no. That's um. It contains cooking utensils. Altogether, um, altogether you could put together a decent set of cooking tools. Okay. It is a it's a gangway leading down. Um, and if you look in area 10, yep, that's exactly where it comes out. Okay. Oh wow. Okay, this should be fun. All right. Oh, perfect. No, it's premium. God damn it. Tired of the words premium asset. That'll work. Indeed. All right, so we got two of those motherfuckers. How many we got in there? All right, there is a distinct odor about this room which reminds you of marsh or swamp. Not fetid, not oppressive, but certainly noticeable. In the center of the area is a wooden table bolted to the deck. On the table is a silver jug half full of a red liquid, and with it are three pewter mugs. Round the table are set three wooden upright chairs, while an unlit hooded lantern hangs from the deck above. In the gloom, you can see that there are three hammocks, one at each end of the cabin, slung between the bulkhead and one of the ship's ribs. The third across the corner of the cabin from the wow. The third across the corner of the cabin from the next aft door to the central bulkhead. Each hammock appears to be occupied. A small chest or box of some sort is lying under the most forward hammock, and there appear to be weapons under each of the hammocks. Bum bum bum. They have indeed begun to stir. You see three humanoid lizard forms. Bigger than a kobold. Okay. Three humanoid lizards. Oh, that is an awful, awful, awful icon, but it's the best one I'm finding. That says something right there, doesn't it? Okay. So this is the spot I think we're going to need to go to a different map because it's not quite big enough to actually have combat on this map. Oh, look, a combat map. Yeah, it really does. Okay. Okay, can you stop asking me if I want to turn on Fog of War, motherfucker? Oh, wait. Because I do not want to turn on Fog of War. Okay, so we got a, what was that, about a 20 by 20 room? 20 by 20, 30 by 30 room, and then the main deck. Okay. Be prepared to witness my awesome art skills. I will dazzle you. I will blind you. I will amaze you. It'll will actually kind of look like shit probably, but that's okay too. Door here, and then big ass main deck to play with. Gotta get rid of some of these maps as soon as I don't need them anymore. Yep, yep, yep. There's the music. The music that seemed like such a good idea when I first set this shit up. Okay, so we'll put Danua. Danua. Zhang. Okay, stop drawing. Alright, give me a second. Make sure you got control of those. You do. Such a good idea when I first put everything together. Alright, where the fuck is Mordecai? Mordecai's down here. Let's bring Mordecai up. Where were you, Pook? If this was the door into the room, and there is Grondek who is kind of hanging back. One lizard folk, two, two, two lizard folk, three lizard folk. Okay, so I'll use that. It won't necessarily have a good icon, but I'll use it. Okay. Don't they though? Okay. Okay, we'll give that one a little bit of a boost because he's a druid. I will be in 1 second. Okay, let's. Okay. Yeah, I can't take credit for this. All right, who the fuck's Torvis? That's the other party, isn't it? Okay. Yeah. So, so Mordecai, Grondek, Jang, Lizard Folk, Lizard Folk, Lizard Folk. All right. So one of the Lizard Folk is first. Who's first? He's first. Yeah, you're the second one. I got you going at 19. I can see you. Can you? Do you have to scroll up? That's weird because I got you. I got everybody. Yeah. Okay. So that guy pops out the door, and he comes. He pops out with a short spear. Okay. It appears to be a human-sized lizard or a humanoid human-sized lizard. So it's a fucking lizard folk. Wow, that's gonna be a. Oh Jesus Christ, that's a great way to start the night. The boat lurches. He jams the spear into the deck when he almost falls. Mordecai is up. Yes, I rolled a 1 and a 5. Yes, yes, AC 21 hits rather nicely. Okay, so Chuckles loses 4 points. And that brings us to Danua. He tried to stab your wolf. All right. Do you have what's it? Careful shot, precise shot. Do you have okay. If you don't have precise shot, you will be taking a -4 to not hit Mordecai or Jang. Oh yeah, that'll hit. 13. I think that I'm pretty sure that'll hit. No, that's actually not going to hit. Shit. Okay. All right, you kind of hedged him in. That's a good plan. Murney. Yeah. No. That's better than a one. That's better than a 1 and a 5. Okay, good. Ah, this was the kitchen. Okay. That brings us to Grondek. Yeah. Yeah, that works. Actually, what does it say when we if you measure? Yep, 5 feet. 5 feet works for me. I'm not being precise. Okay. That would be this guy's turn. How far can he get? That one? 15. Okay, so he can get to there. Then it's this guy's turn. He can get to there. All right. It is Jang's turn. Ouch. Ouch. This guy's back early. Okay, that is a dead lizard man. Excuse me, lizard folk. Right. All right, so that brings us back to the top of the round. All right. You're rather surprised, and sorry, I don't have a picture for this thing. You're rather surprised to see coming out of the room um, about the size of a dog. what looks to be a dragon. Um, somewhere between Linus and Milo. Hi. It is green. Yeah, green. Okay. Plus two. And it comes out and it takes a little bite at Jang. It misses horribly, but it takes a little bite at Jang, which brings us to Mordecai. Yep. Right. I don't think so. Let me see. This is something I don't use all that often. Tiny. Okay. I'm sorry. It did not try to bite Jang. It tried to whip its tail at Jang. I do not see any spell resistance. Goof, motherfuck! And that kills the dragon thingy by 1 point. Yeah. Okay. That would bring us to Danua. You know there's two more lizard men somewhere. On the left toolbar, it's the one directly under the magnifying glass. You see an open door at the back of the room. All right, Murney. He did indeed. That's probably a safe bet. And then Grondek. All right. Very nice. Number 12. Who's number 12? Stop it. Okay. This guy comes busting through the door at a trot. Scott, go ahead and give me an attack of opportunity as he passes by you. You still got to roll to hit. No worries. Oh yeah, so you catch him. But he keeps on going past you, and he charges right in the Murney. Okay, that 20-sided is officially fired. This guy comes out the door a little slower, sees you, and he misses. This is pathetic. I have not rolled above a 6 yet. Jang! Alright. Jesus Christ. Yeah. Okay. Well, he's history. Back up to the top, which would be Mordecai now. Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's gonna get him. Okay. I forgot something about this guy. That's gonna bring us to Danua. I don't know if he's gonna get to do this or not. Okay. Yep. Still gonna hit. Oh, oh he's fucked up. Bernie, you're up. Yep. Um, if you can get one more square to the left, it is. Yeah, I think it actually would. Holy fuck! Yeah, the ninth. It's not going to be backed. So -4. Okay, he's still. Yeah, he's still up, but not by fucking much. Grondek. All right, let me see if this guy. He looks woozy. He looks very woozy. Well, since he was already starting to do it, he throws down a little bag, and I will need. He'll that will drop him, but I'm going to need reflex saves. The question is how many am I going to need it from? What's up? There we go. So when you throw range attack, range to go to 10 feet. To 10 feet. So let's see. He throws it. I'm gonna say he's throwing it at Danua. Range touch attack is going to be a 14, which is exactly what he needs to get you on a range touch. So I will need a reflex save from you. You're here. I will need a reflex save from you, Murney, Grondek, and Jang. But I have a feeling it's going to be a rough night for the bad guys. I have a feeling it's going to be a very rough night for the bad guys. Um, okay, so it was a 15 is the DC. What level rogue are you, Justin? Do you have the? Oh, you definitely should have it. Oh yeah, yeah. Okay, so the only one dicked is Scott. Um, from where the bag impacts, vines erupt and tangle you up. At that exact moment, at that exact moment, the two doors at this end of the main deck pop open. Oh, there's no. picture. There should be a picture with that. Hang on. I want a picture for that. That's better. Un, deux, trois. Come popping out. Here. There's two more. Where the fuck are they? Yep, that's one of them. This guy pops out here. There's one more guy. Where the hell is he? This guy. You watching a fight? Uh, and this guy pops out. And this guy that just popped out is a burly looking motherfucker. So let's give these motherfuckers some initiative. I mean, you guys can keep yours. It's technically the same fight. Oh Jesus. Morde- Mordecai is still up first. Oh, yeah. After it throws the tanglefoot bag, it collapses. Hmm, about 5 foot. It's a good choice. That's one of those fuck you spells. That's one of those beautiful fuck you spells that doesn't have a saving throw. Yep. I agree. Yeah, if you go back to your selection tool, the top thing, you can then select it and move it. Probably a safer bet. All right, so it's bludgeoning and cold damage. Okay, you drop two of them outright and really fuck up this guy. That brings us to Pirate Thug number one, who pulls out he's armed with a crossbow. Yeah, Mr. Ice Storm, AC 17 gonna fucking get you. Yeah, you are hit for 3 points of damage, and I will need a fort save. Okay, so it burns for a moment, but nothing more than a night in town. Danua is up. Okay. Oh my god. We had LARPs like this where we couldn't fucking get anything either. Hey, Pook, the guy you dropped outright, the guy that was up there, he was gonna cast Ice Storm. I already had the book open to that spell. Okay, so reflex save for half. Call a bolt of lightning. Okay. 3d6 damage because it's nice weather. Okay, so I need to. What's your wisdom? So three, so it's gonna be a 16 DC. I rolled a one. So three. So you would roll 3d6. He had 3 hit points. He is a charged stump next to the icicle. You didn't want him coming in close. Let's put it that way. And that brings us to Grondek, who is still tangled up, who is you're welcome to make a strength check to get out. Nope. Okay, and that brings us to Jang. Yeah, for those of you who are very familiar with Aura lore, not quite the size of a Tark, but fucking close. Did you? Oh, you did. Sorry, Murney, go ahead. You no, you were fine. Uh huh. Who aren't look? No, no. Then they look really, really fucking unhappy right now. Oh yeah, yeah. You dropped their two bosses before they even had a chance to move. Okay. Nope. Okay. So now Jang. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Crunch. Okay, and that brings the last pirate thug, who looks at the carnage, looks at the wolf, drops his crossbow, and says, "I give up." He's, Look, I'm not paid enough for this shit. You can have the boat. Probably half an hour by rowboat. Yeah, like I said, almost the size of a Tarkane, but not quite. All right. Yeah, he's nope. He ain't fucking around. He's so. What you doing now? Yeah, he's got a scimitar and a crossbow. What was that, Scott? Yeah, after a moment, it finally does die off. All right, to no, that's where those two other lizard men popped out of. Yeah, it was the kitchen. Well, you want to loot bodies? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Okay, so two of the three lizard men just had short spears. The third lizard man, who died by surprise, had a quarterstaff and was wearing a ring. You gonna make me fucking look that up? Yeah, yeah. Blame the dog. That's karma. That's for all those nights you tried to kill us. Yeah, scimitar. The thugs had scimitars and crossbows. The ring is a simple gold ring. Um, Appearances, it looks to be worth about 400 burst. Uh, these two up here, the two guys that you really womped on. Um, the first one who dropped of being frozen to death had on hide armor. He had a intricate looking short sword and several pouches full of spell components. It looks very nice. It is very well balanced. The other dude had a I don't want to say intricate looking because I keep using that. A very fine looking scimitar and studded leather armor uh, tooled with Gregorian designs. On his belt, let me see if this thing was ruined. Okay, on his belt, slightly singed but not ruined, is a spyglass. It's Yeah, it has several Gregorian designs to it. Okay. Okay, good fight, good fight, good fight. Well, for you guys. For me, it was miserable. One more fucking point higher on the initiative, and that would have turned out a little differently. You motherfuckers in the back would have had an ice storm on you. Okay, let's go swap back. Let's swap back to the main deck. Yeah, I can control the volume. That works. Now we have ambient sound, but we don't have to have me deafened. Okay. All right. I declare a 2-minute break while I go get something to drink. What the fuck happened? I'm out of the game. I must have when I stood up. Oh, look, I'm back in the game. I didn't roll higher than a 6 in the last hour. You won. Alright. Yeah, no shit. That's because I'm using Roll20's dice for that, which just roll high. Alright, so to recap, you slaughtered everything in sight on this deck. You got some pretty baubles. Where you heading next? Nope, not beyond the initial. Oh shit, there's lizard men in here. Alright. Stowed in room 7. The lizard men did not have time to grab this shit. Alright. A large shield and broadsword under one of the hammocks. Under another hammock is 3 javelins. And under the third hammock is a large shield and a, what the fuck is that? A khopesh. And there is a chest, not a check, a chest under one of the hammocks. Right. Yes. Yes, they are. That's rather pleasant when it's not loud as hell. Under that there hammock, there's a chest. Yeah, there's a needle concealed in the lock. Disabled device. There was a needle in the lock. The chest, however, still remains locked. There are 1,000 coppers in the chest. Justin, you can see into this room, but not the whole room yet. All right. Bum, bum. Come on, there we go. Bum, 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 bum. Okay, 2 coiled lengths of rope and 3 rolls of sailcloth lie on the deck alongside a large box. A large wooden cask stands next to 6 lengths of wood planking set into the wooden rack. Fastened to the bulkhead by the door are 2 metal-headed hammers, 2 wooden mallets, 2 saws, And a, I don't know what that word is. ADZE. What the fuck is an ADZE? Right. Two saws and a primitive woodworking hatchet. There is an opening about 3 foot square and with its lower edge about 3 foot above the deck in the other bulkhead. There seems to be nothing of value here, and the area is apparently unoccupied. Bit exactly. Ed Zachary. Okay, that door is wide the fuck open still. From iron hooks set into the ceiling hang 3 long strings of sausages, a large ham, and a hunk of meat. Against the hull are 3 sacks. Set against the bulkhead beside the door are a cask and a ceramic jar. Against the other bulkhead are set a large and small cask and another ceramic jar. There is an opening in the latter bulkhead about 3 foot square and with its lower edge about 3 foot above the deck. I have no idea what the hell that's supposed to be. There seems to be nothing of value here, and the area is unoccupied. Uh, this is the galley storage, and it looks to be about a month's worth of food. Okay, this door is also open, and you can see in like that, as was this door. Okay, going into room 8. Okay. Alright, so room 8. This seems to be one of the master cabins. The furnishings and fittings are of good quality, and the place is clean and tidy. A single bunk made up with bed linen, has its head against the bulkhead running along the center line of the ship, next to what appears to be a wooden partition squaring off the corner near the main deck. In the center of the room is a polished wood table, apparently bolted to the deck. On the table is a silver bowl containing an assortment of fruit, a silver carafe half full of light red liquid, and a silver goblet. Against the table are set 2 wooden upright chairs and a padded leather chair. On the deck under the porthole is in the stern is a wooden brass bound chest. Beside it, a pair of highly polished black leather boots. From the center of the deck above, over the table, hangs a hooded lantern unlit. Alright, and room 9. This seems to be one of the master cabins. The furnishings and fittings are of good quality, and the place is clean and though somewhat untidy. A single bunk made up with bed linen has its head against the bulkhead running along the center line of the ship, next to what appears to be a wooden partition squaring off the corner near the main deck. A writing desk is set against the hull. Below the stern porthole, it has a dresser on each side and 3 trays on top. Also, the desktop, just in front of the trays, there is an ink pot, 2 quill pens, a small knife, and a pewter pepper pot-like container. Against the desk is a wooden upright chair, while beside the desk is a set of wooden brass-bound chests. Set of wooden. Okay, that sentence makes no sense. Against the hull of the starboard side is a padded leather couch. In front of it, a bearskin rug lies on the deck, while beneath the couch can be seen a fairly large metal box. An unlit hooded lantern hangs from the ceiling, and both of these cabins are thoroughly unoccupied. Yeah, there's a and the and the desks. Yeah. All right. The desk. Um, the desk contains a fair amount of writing. Um, a letter to a Mrs. Snake Eyes. And several letters addressed to presumably the man whose cabin this was from three different women in three different ports around Vratra. He could have been. Right now, he's Mr. Chard. There are two desk drawers that are locked. Okay. Good night, Tegan. Yes, two locked drawers. God damn. Yeah, no traps. Okay, opening drawer one, like a fucking champ. The first drawer contains four small crystal files, um, two with a light blue liquid, one with a red liquid, and one with a green liquid. All right, give me an open. Oh my god, yeah. Um, it is packed tight with maps and charts of all of the coastline around Vratra and the Bay of Hessel, and even contains maps of island chains south of Gringris. Yeah, and because it's been probably 6 months since we actually started this, um, you're going to an island south of Gringris. So you have a decent set of maps detailing several Gringras. There's also another chest from this room and an iron box. And Danua also found. What did Danua find? Well, yeah, you do find a. It looks like there's a blade that will pop out under the from just under the lid. Yeah, it's not exactly a well hidden one. Yeah. Yep. Oh yeah. All right. It contains another 1,000 copper pieces. Yeah, that would be. Oh, I'm sorry. That was the iron box. The chest. Um, Go ahead. You find nothing. It is not, and it is. Um, it's filled with night clothes. You know, like a night shirt, slippers. Yeah, indeed. No, you don't see any. Um, yes. You have unlocked it. As you pop it open, give me a fort save. No, no, no. This would be a fort save. Okay, you're fine. The enervation trap did not hurt you. No, not on a 16. You couldn't. If you'd have rolled like you rolled a couple of the other search checks, you'd have found it like a champ. Um, Various items, clothing, a purse with 50 burst in it. Give me um give me a spot check. All right. The lid of the chest is false. Yep, it's easily openable. It contains it contains a spell book. It is quite arcane. There are no order symbols on it. No, no. There is um, a wand and a hollow tube. Yeah. Um, it's wooden, highly polished. All right. All right. He and two blue. Mm-hmm. Yeah, you found two pairs of bracers. And he, are you handing him the book? Yep. All right. What's your plan? They are windows. They are portholes. Okay. All right. Let's go ahead and bring up that map. All right. So up here is the tiller is the most obvious feature of this area, rising from the deck about 6 feet from the stern and having a horizontal arm some 6 feet long. And everyone up here is already dead. So it's the tiller. Um, there's another set of stairs, and you can readily see the area from here. So I'll just go ahead and reveal it. The forecastle is dominated by a massive shape in the center, which you identify as the ship's capstan. From it, the anchor chain runs down the chain vent to the port of the brow, and everyone up here is dead as well. That's the whole ship. Yep, they were slavers and smugglers. That is the gist of it. Plus, as I said, some of the prisoners you freed are capable of helping you sail it. Yes, they've already made that offer for saving them. Yeah, it's pretty late. Good question. All right, what is our average level now? So, 14. 20, 20, 25 divided by 4 is just over fifth. I will count the lizard men and that last group of pirates in the same fight. 562 apiece. Not a bad chunk of change. Yeah, they'll take the crew quarters below. All right. So the night passes uneventfully. You know, as the sun rises, it's a very clear day. You can, looking back toward Hessel, you can almost see back to the coast where Saltmere is. And going south is the Bay of Hessel. You can see a little bit of a shimmer that might be Vratra. The boat is anchored at the moment. You guys are essentially about here. Yep, south of it. 7 to 10 days south of Gringris. You think you can. Which coastline? Do you want to cross? Oh, no, I'm saying, do you want to cross back toward Hessel and go south from Hessel, or do you want to stay along Wurzurk? Hessel will take you longer, but it is a little. You're less likely to run into pirates close to Hessel. Wurzurk might be faster, but you're gonna run into pirates. There is not. There is no ensign at all. Looking the ship over, you look over. It's very chipped, but you can make out the ship's name was the Sea Ghost. Your helpers announced that the ship is in very good shape and could easily survive an ocean trip. I'm sorry, that's Hessel. Yeah, so you're actually closer to here. Hessel Coast sounds good. All right. So you set sail. Dun, 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 dun. Oh. What point do you want to turn south? That's a very good question. Yeah, 1 hex does not equal 5 feet. Let me tell you that. Um, that distance takes you about a day. Um, so this is maybe a mile off the Hessel coast at this point. Maybe. Your friends say you probably can safely skirt down due south here. If you really, well, again, you're past. This is passing through Vrotran waters, so you're gonna have to worry about the Becks. Um, if you went a little bit further east, you could then uh, circle back, but that's going to add several days to the trip. Several of them are very spooked by the thought of being anywhere near the Becks because they're not known for mercy. Others say that if you cross it at night, running no lights at all, you'll be fine. So you'll wait here for the night and then track south. Very good. Okay. Toward dawn, you're woken up. Someone has spotted a ship, but does not believe it has spotted you. So, right around, right about here in relative position to you. Uh mile and a half off, there is a schooner. It is flying Vratran flags. It looks like it's heading back toward Gringris. your sailor friends give you a little bit of berth around it so they don't get too close to Gringras. And late in the afternoon, um, anyone anyone on deck, on the main deck, or on the forecastle or poop deck, go ahead and give me spot checks. Anyone on top side. What's that? Mid afternoon. 10? Yeah. Spot. Okay, so Murney and Grondek spot it. In the distance, not too far. A few, maybe a few hundred yards. You see a boat. It's about the same size as the Sea Ghost, but the masts are missing, and it is just bobbing. It is completely adrift. No mists. No mists. Just missing mast, and it is quite adrift. You'll see nothing. Nope, jack and shit. Um, enough to indicate that that's probably what happened to the masts. Oh, they're fine with it. All right. One of the things you've noticed the crew in the last couple of days is several of them have set up fishing positions because most of these guys were fishermen. All right. You're brought alongside, and a couple of the sailors show you how to throw guide ropes that hopefully be able to get close to board it. So anyone that would like to give that a shot, go ahead and give me a dex check or you know yep, throw a rope across, and then someone's got to get over there to secure it. Yeah, yeah, the two of you can easily get a couple of guide ropes across, grappling hooks, and now someone's got to cross the ropes to secure them so they can pull them close. I would say it would be a climb if you want to do it inchworm style, or you could do balance if you want to be fancy. I'll say they got you within 20 feet. Yeah, you're fine. For all your nervousness, you move over like a champ. Give me another use. Good thing Sean's not here. Oh, Pook. Do you really try with that? Pook. Are you actually trying, Pook? Ah, give me a reflex save. Yeah. Yep. Splash. Mordecai steps up on the rope, gets about 3, 4 feet away from the ship, goes, "Oh shit!" Splash. Everyone aboard the Sea Ghost is laughing at him. The yeah, there's a ladder that you can pull over. You can drop down. The the head fisherman yells over, "Secure the rope. We'll pull it in." It just shakes his head. So if you want to give me another rope check. Yeah. Where the fuck is that DM screen? Oh god, where the fuck is that DM screen? Um, I will say that with the ship's railings and the grapple and using the grappling hooks, that's going to be enough. You get that, they begin heaving, pull the two ships closer together. Once it's closer together, they drop a board. Pook, you're able to climb up on the derelict ship with Murney. Once they drop the board down, they look at the rest of you and says, you can cross on that. It's a lot safer." All right. All right. So other than the fact that the masts are displayed here, and the masts are actually gone, this is what the ship you're on looks like. It is bobbing. There is not a soul, not a soul on this top deck. Um, it looks like it's been here for a little bit. Yeah, more than a few days. At one time, it was clearly a nicer ship than the Sea Ghost. It has the more modern wheel rather than the tiller, and there are gangways below deck. I don't know. Did you go over, Scott? Yeah, it's just the three of you at the moment. Alright, we'll say, for argument's sake, you come down this gangway here. Um, the large central crew area is absolutely, utterly deserted. These doors are broken off their hinges. There was evidence of animals here. Nothing. No, like just a pair of animals in which to cook. Um, uh-huh. None. The lifeboats are gone. Good thinking. Doing a quick look around. Doing a quick look around downstairs, you have the galley here, which is equipped very much like the Sea Ghosts. This bedroom is empty. There is a chest here that remains closed. This bedroom contains 3 beds and 3 chests and a desk here. This bedroom, there's a lot of blood next to the bed. And there is something, there's not some, an open logbook sitting on this desk. All right. The last entry, dated 1 week ago. Talks about a madness that overcame the crew. Looking further back, or looking through that log entry, the captain ordered the ship to be abandoned. He blamed it on the ship, said something in the ship was cursed. Looking back through the log, there are several entries that are absolute gibberish. And there is one entry that refers to the mysterious isle. And then there is this. Now, unfortunately, I could not alter the names on this. So, yeah, that kind of sucks, but, we'll live with it. Yeah, I'm getting ready to call it up. Bang. And you should be able to click on it and enlarge it. So, yeah. Where you see, anytime you see the name of Specularum, assume it says Gringris. Oh, sorry. So assume it says Vratra, and that archipelago it mentions, assume it actually says Gringris. So the Gringris, Specularum equals Vratra, Gringris, or Thyrielvrugum archipelago equals Gringris archipelago. That's what I was trying to alter when we were starting out. I couldn't get the image to let me alter it because I suck at that. That's Diane's expertise. Now, all right. Um, it is locked. Yeah, you can pop the lock easily. This chest contains several personal effects. Among them, beyond the normal, this is whoever this guy's was clothing. Um, there is a longsword, and there is a book, but you can't understand the language. It looks, yeah, it doesn't even look. It looks like, well, give me an intelligence check. Actually, in your case, Pook, give me arcane knowledge. Um, the script resembles the glyphs that show up on obelisks. The hilt and handguard of the long sword are decorated with the old imperial symbol. So these three chests, you scrounge up some more clothing and about, I would say, let's see, um, about 35 bursts total. The desk. Um, there is another book. It is also written in a strange script. And there are two drawers down the one side, which just have a few writing implements in it, although they look to be very nice writing implements, and some very expensive paper. And a central drawer which is locked tight. No trap. Oh, yeah, then it's opened. It isn't open. Yep, it opens. All right. Um, Within it is yet another book. This one with a very nice leather-bound cover that has a symbol that I don't know. What knowledges do you have? All right. Well, if you want to make a blind intelligence check, go for it. Otherwise, you're not sure what the symbol is. Narian Scholars Guild. What? It's pretty extensive, all in the same handwriting research. Some talks about natural phenomenon. It talks about animals. It talks about everything. Whoever the scholar was attempting to research obelisks. He doesn't. He claimed to have visited several with his assistant, and they've copied down runes from numerous obelisks. And the only thing he can find in common is the first, the first side of every obelisk. The first or one side has the exact same runes, no matter what obelisk it is. The rest are different, but there's one line that's always the same on every obelisk, one vertical line. Um, there is a small wooden inside the drawer. There's a small wooden box that's about 3 inches by 3 inches length and width, and about 2 inches deep. Okay. Um, give me an open lock. It's not locked, but it's there's no obvious way to open it. I would say an open lock. All right. You play with it for a couple moments. Click, 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 click. Okay, I need everyone in the room with him to give me a reflex save. Ouch. Yeah, I'll need reflex saves from everyone in the room there. Grundek is fucked. Murney's okay. You in the room, Pook? Did we lose a Pook? Oh, are you in the room with him, fucking with this little box? That's good. Okay, Justin, you'll probably be all right. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 13, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21. However, Scott takes 21 damage from the fire trap as it blows up. At 6th level, you should be well beyond the point where making a saving throw against something like that negates the damage. So, Danua, over on the other ship, keeping lookout. Um, After about 10 minutes from the starboard side 4 of the ship, the ghost ship, you see a fairly large plume of fire burst out the side of the hull. All right. All right. So yeah, you get over. Or Danua comes over as you're recovering from the surprise of it. In the box is a about a inch and a half cylindrical object. It looks like it would fit into something. Yeah. It is not. It is the box is toast. The item has not been damaged by the fire. The boat you're on, however, has been damaged by the fire. Um, it blew a fairly decent chunk out of the starboard side of the boat, and you are now taking on water. Um, oh yeah, yeah. You you poke your head down there, and yep, there's movement. All right, the movements, it's give me a spot check. Um, there's something weird and jerky about the movement. And no, you don't detect evil. All right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Wow. Yeah. Yeah, you poke your head down there with the light, and there are 17 animated corpses shuffling towards you. Yeah, I should have said that as a whisper just to get his reaction. The boat is developing a list. All right. You hightail it off said boat. Um, undo the temporary moorings, and off you go. As you sail away, you watch the boat sink and sink and sink. And I did not expect you to not search for traps. All right. Moving right along. You take your course south off this map, and it's very good weather for the first 6 days of it. The seventh day is begins with a very, very, very nasty storm. Um, a fog, a fog rises up from the water. The wind is absolutely brutal. The rain is just terrible. Um, None of you fuckers are sailors, so I'm gonna want fort saves. You're fine. All right, so you two are fine. Grondek and Murney are ralphing into buckets and out portholes, and Pook's all right. Ain't happy about it, but he's all right. The storm lasts 2 full days. When all of a sudden it just stops. It's not like a lessening. It's not an easing off. It just goes from full on, oh shit, we're gonna die storm to sun's out. Spot checks. 8. Wow. Okay. So I got a 22. All right. 8, 18, and 22 in the distance to the south. Land ho. Piss break indeed. Pissing in the wind. Okay, I'm just not seeing it. Okay. All right. Oh, there it is. Land ho! Sorry, I just gotta move between maps. Okay, there we go. Alright. So what you can readily see with the spyglass as you're approaching. Alright. So what you have here, you're immediately confronted with a small grouping of islands. They are mostly mountains. This one right here right there. What the fuck is with my screen? It's all to the... Hang on, I'll be right back. All of a sudden my screen shifted to the left. Yay, the magic of Roll20. That's better. That one right there appears to be volcanic. As in, actively erupting. Most of the coastline you can see here. Most of the coastline... Come on. Draw shape. There we go. Most of the coastline you can see here is mountainous. Which you can see the mountains. And then in this direction, it's very, very thick jungle. Yeah. Hey, I don't want to hear about your little dinghy. You're looking for an artifact from a temple to Temple of Paimor to take back to the side. Yeah. Alright, so I am going to say you are here at the moment. You tell me which way you want to go. Someone discuss it amongst yourselves and feel free to draw. I'm digging the music on this one. You bring it into there. Yeah, you theoretically could make landfall there. Yeah. Yeah, you do. No clue. For reference, each hex is 6 miles. Are you landing in this section here, or are you gonna land over here? See, you want to come into this bay? Yeah. I'll give you that. All right. So as you get closer, you've got an area of jungle, hills, and mountains. And the mountains are very, very intimidating. You might be able to scale them, but it's going to take some time. All right. We will officially mark this. We will officially mark this as landfall. No, not at all. Thought there was a text tool. Yeah, there's a text tool. Yeah, that's because it's being grumpy as shit. Also, actually need to make the text box a little bit bigger than it was. Oh, that's even worse. Hey, wow, that almost was like... So, not many of these colors are worth a damn. That is landfall right there. Yeah, that works. Landfall. There we go. Let da, da, da. All right. Does somebody have the survival skill? I think you do. Okay. So, now the question is how do I do this? Actually, what I should do is print the map. Layla, for fuck's sake. I have not run this module. Oh, Jesus Christ. I think the last time I ran this module, it was 1990, no, 88. Okay. It was actually one that's never ended well for any party I've had in it. But what could go wrong? All right. All right, so which way you heading? Heading due south? Okay. Dun, 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 dun. Feel free to draw. Feel free, someone feel free to draw the line of which way you're going. And it'll be a little tedious, but we should have fun with this. Oh, it is 11:30. Holy shit. All right. All right. Well, you know what? That is actually probably a good place to say let's uh let's pick this up next time because getting to the island is a pretty good feat. Let's see. But that's what you see moving that far south. A green line. Yes. Okay. So we'll say you've made it that far in one day. The hills are not bad. The hills are actually well, they're hilly, but compared to the terrain to your west and to your east, it's fucking ideal. And well, you're hitting a mountain to the south now, as you can see it. All right, but yeah, that's a good spot to call it for the night. Any questions? Anything you want to look at? I'm supposed to be camping next weekend. Yeah, but we can definitely arrange something soon because I had a fair amount of fun tonight. All right, but yep, sounds good. Good night.